right. We do it here. Eagles Way of Boxing. Yep. Monday. Monday. That's right. Happy Monday to everybody. Oh boy. I ain't even set my camera up, but we'll see. I'm sorry. So we'll set that up right in front of everybody. So you know how we do. We just show must go on. Don't matter. Just me, then just me. Just me and my troll. That's it. If it's just me and my troll up in here, then that's who it is. It's me and my troll. I'm me and my couple of trolls. You know how we do. Might be a couple of trolls. Might be none for once. It could be. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what it is. I don't even, because with this thing, I never even know if I'm streaming or not. Yeah, this thing, man, it does what it wants to. Sometimes we're streaming and sometimes we're not even streaming. I don't get that. So, dang, do we have a show? No, we don't even have a show. Like, what the heck? How could we not have a show? We should have a show. I made a title for it. Yeah. So right now, yeah. So my title says one thing, but as you all know, that doesn't always mean anything. Let me make sure that I have myself set up for live, because if I don't have my own self set up for live, then people just come in and say, all kinds of stuff, and I don't see it. So let me make sure I switch all this stuff up. So this is actually live, and then we can get to going. We can click on it, and we can talk about a few things. I don't know. I might have to roast a little bit today. It depends on what our time goes, looks like. Because I know how but one thing I just wanted to do a report on some information that I'm hearing out there that this came to my attention. Like I said, I just seen titles. I don't go through people's videos and stuff like that, but I want us to discuss it. Any topic, we already discussed this anyway, but now all the other stuff, it just comes out, and there's a one of the brothers, I do follow him. So when I get a chance, I'll go to his channel and I see him. And I seen it was Blue Blood, but then there's other people that I see. That they always want to post up something negative, because that's just the way that that's the way they roll. They roll everything. They roll in a negative sense and stuff like that. But we're going to just go back. I'm not even going to recover. I'm not going to cover my video that I've done, because I did lives. And like I said, man, Coffin stays open. It doesn't matter if it's in my title or nothing like that, because a lot of times I just run out of room to put it in there. But we know it's open. And at any time that we feel like it, we'll get to it. You see? So anytime we get to it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about one of the main cheaters that has been spotlighted. He's in the spotlight right now. So we'll talk about him. We'll talk about him a little bit. Matter of fact, we'll probably just talk about a lot of people, and then we'll end up talking about Bud, because that's what this chat always ends up talking about, Bud Crawford. But no, I want to talk about everybody who's out there that's boxing, and just running their mouth about stuff. And it's always good to speculate what you would do, but you can't. If you're If you're in a profession or a fighter or whatever, you can't. That's for us. That's for us to do because we're looking. We looked on the outside. You're an inside person, so you can't talk about it. You can and you are going to, but for me, it's not going to work out for you because, well, it could if you see in yourself what all the other fans and stuff see, then you could go there. But if you don't see what the fans see, if the fans see something completely different, then man, you're just way off. You're way off base. And so we don't want you to be way off base. We want you to just be humble. Just keep it to yourself and let us discuss. Because that way because we got a couple of people to even talk about. So, and it's up for grabs too. A couple of them. Dang, it's a lot of welterweight talk, or just a lot of welterweight discussions and stuff. That welterweight is just, I don't know, they're clout chasing. The welterweight is trying to stay like real significant, like more significant than any other division for some reason. And because it has been a real prestigious. I don't even know if I want to use the word prestige or prestigious for them, but it's always been like a highlighted division, a real, it's been always been highlighted. So we'll talk about how many people's in there just running their mouth or whatever. It's God dang, it's a lot of people in there. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Well, to mention, and then 4, and then probably a couple of more. Just to mention, no, 5. Now I came up with 5. It's 5 of them, and we'll probably mention like 2 or 3 more. So that's gonna be a big thing right there. When we got one division just running their mouth. You get some of this tea. Yeah, my tea is so horribly good. It's horrible, but I know it's good. Well, it's just for me. I got like a I don't know what do you call it when you super sensitive. Or you can just use sensitive. So I got kind of a super sensitive, smell and super sensitive taste, stuff like that. So anytime when I'm tasting something or smelling, I smell too much. Believe me. I have smelled rotten stuff at work and people didn't even smell it. I'm like, it took them an hour to smell it. I'm like, you don't smell that? No, I don't smell nothing. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then went, yes, sniffed around and found what the source was. They was like, they was almost dying. Then once they found out what it was, I said, yeah. I said, that's that nose, man. That's that native nose, man. I see you down there, Gil. Gil said, salute Eagles. Well, salute to Gil. Yeah, I put Alcatraz 1 up today, man, so y'all can see him. He got his wheels up good, tires on good. Yeah, that's Alky. Not like alcoholic, but that's that's Alcatraz 1 right there. Yeah. But welcome in to the chat, Gil. I come in and try to be calm for a little bit. It's good that you in here because we can talk about it. Me and you. Because if you by yourself, then you could go back and forth, asking, talking to Eagle. But then as soon as a whole lot of people get up, and I know y'all get distracted, but we have to talk about some people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Thank you, man. You like it, huh? Yeah, man. Everybody be staring at that truck. They said that's a bad boy right there. I said, yeah, he bad boy. I said, yeah, he bad boy. I said, shit, he costs enough money, better be a bad boy. All custom out like that, he better be a bad boy. You don't see the grill. The grill's actually black. I didn't have an angle on it. I got to get it. I got to get a different angle on it. Yeah, but I got, so you can see that other side of it. You're going to be like, whoa. The grill is like, it's made out of steel and it's this flat and black. This graded. It's tight. Yep. But let me see if everything's on good. Yeah. Oh, okay. I can see me. I can see me looking at you, looking at me, looking at you. So it's all good. Huh? Got the babies out there. Yeah, but Gil, people, there's a lot of people these fighters start talking, man, and see, they come. Then when I get them up in here, I'm just gonna say something to them, or I'm gonna talk about them, and it's just not gonna be nice when you run in the mouth though. Okay, so where you want to start? You want to start with Khan, huh? Because I just noticed Khan running his mouth. Okay, so what do you think about Khan? So Khan says if he would have got the opportunity to fight Mayweather, he talking about. I'm gonna read what you wrote right there, but yeah, he talking about that it would have been a chess match. Okay, wait, let's talk about that chess match that Khan think it would have been. We'll talk about that. What Khan think? We're gonna talk about people today, man. Especially you still active. You run your mouth and you're active. Yeah, just painted my front and rear bumpers on my car last week just to keep it clean. There you go, man. Keep her up. I know you, man. You body man too. Man, there feather edge, huh? You'll be in the. You didn't think I know those terms, huh? Get that feather edge going. You got that's one of the most important things in that body, huh? Is get that good feather edge on it, or what? Or changing out. They won't know what we talking about, Gil. We'll leave it boxing. Because they not gonna know it. Yeah. But we'll get on Khan. It don't matter. Yeah, but that's it's like, man, I like to man, anything that has to do with, I love cars, man. I had to step back. I had to step away. Shit, I got hurt messing with cars, not messing with cars before I even got to doing all that body stuff and all, going to school for all that. But yeah, Eagle done went to school for everything, though. You have to, man. You got to go to school for everything because you can't trust people. You know what I mean? You can't trust them, man, because they get to, you're like, what? They get to telling you certain stuff. You're like, word? I gotta find out, man. So it's good if you got any kind of means to, go and just check it out yourself. So that way people won't just be talking. People still get mad at me, Gil. Like I wrote the book. Oh, hold on. I don't like to see stuff a mess. Man, like I wrote the book on Roro or something. Everybody getting mad at me. I was like, hey, don't get mad at me. I didn't publish the encyclopedia. You see what I mean? The medical encyclopedia. That wasn't me. I didn't publish it. I'm just reporting what it says then. And so if it says one thing then, it ain't gonna just change, right? What changes? What changes like that? Ain't nothing new under the sun. Stop it. Stop playing. Yeah. But a lot of people are saying that. But this is my take on it, Gil. Is that I'm gonna just play it. Maybe 3 rounds. Maybe 3 rounds it would have been competitive. Okay, so I'm gonna put it. Now we're not talking about triangle theories, but let's think about it like this. Mayweather usually, yes, he just wants to do something else. Within 3 rounds, 3, 4, I don't know how. Not even half a fight, Mayweather figures you out. So once he figured Khan out, matter of fact, what happened when Cinnamon Bun figured him out? What happened? Well, and he's still fighting. He thinks he's in his prime, but what happened? So I'm thinking Mayweather, even though I don't like to really talk about him that much, I think he would have figured him out. Once he figured him out, and remember he does suffer from BCD. Once he figured him out, he was going to eat a whole lot of rights. Once he figured out how to make him walk into that, that lead right. Once he figured out how to make him walk into it, he'd been walking into it, and then he probably would have got touched up. It would have hurt him. He'd have got hurt, and then later he would have started going behind on the cars and stuff. I'll say like around 8, 9, and then he tries to step up and go crazy or something, like Hatton did, and he goes to sleep. And that's one of Mayweather's rare sleepages of a fighter, I think that would happen. We'll talk about it more though, yeah. But I think he would have just. But he's out now just talking about. But he said his words is it would have been a chess match. He didn't say it was going to be a slugfest. He didn't say he was going to outpunch him or nothing like that. He said it would have been a chess match. But if you play a chess match with Mayweather, who usually wins? Or who always wins when you play a chess match with somebody? It's just the odds. The odds say that he would have lost. Okay, it's for instance, let's put him in with somebody who's doesn't have the same skill set as Mayweather. So if you put him in with, let's say for instance, if he fought a Prime Mosley, how would he have done against a Prime Mosley? Khan. We're talking about Khan. Against a Prime Mosley, how would he have done? Even though he has a hard punch or whatever, how would he have done against a Prime Mosley? Yeah. I agree with that too, Gil. When you say he said Floyd would have beat him, he said, but to see Khan's speed versus Floyd Mayweather's defense would have been interesting. But the one thing you can't ever forget about Mayweather wasn't slow. A lot of people always talking about somebody's speed, like they talked about Zab Judah's speed, right? It got null and voided, even though I gave you the point with the knockdown. I still gave you the point, even though they didn't during the fight they never counted it. But I gave you the point for that, even though I let y'all listen to it. I let you, and you hear which haters was the one that Mayweather went off on. He was the one that was doing the most commentating on it. Talking about, oh yeah, well, it was a knock. His glove touched the floor. It was a knockdown. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah. Well, a lot of things happen besides the glove, touching steel. Oh, I'm talking about Floyd. So you saying Floyd would have beaten Shane? Yeah, but I'm talking about Khan. So if you put Khan against Shane Mosley, prime for prime, who you picking? Who you picking? Yeah. Yeah, he said, man. I'm humming right now, Gil. So the champ is here. So the champ is here. So, and Gil, you make sure you hit that thumb, and then make sure you put that when you came in, right? So you put live, or you're not seeing what I'm seeing. No, I'm asking you. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? I'll I'll put that up and then maybe you'll figure it out. Yeah. See, and you have it the same way that I have Shane over Khan. Okay, so Shane over Khan, in what fashion? Yeah. So Shane over Khan in what fashion, Gil? Outpointing, or do you think that the Shane gets to the chin? Because I'm seeing this, I'm picking it. I'm gonna see if you got the same thing I got. So I see Shane getting to the chin, and that's just honest. I'm just sorry, not sorry about it, but that's just the way I see it. Yep. So I'm seeing Shane getting to the chin, and I just want to know what do you think? Do you see Shane would have got to the chin or what? Yeah. So Shane would have got to the chin. I'm gonna say, because the one thing about Shane get frustrated with you. Once he gets used to you, he gets used to how you're fighting. He'll get frustrated with you, like okay, and then he'll just turn it up. You know what I mean? He'll turn it up after. Once he turns it up, that's straight up KO. You're right. Yep, that's the same way I got it. So it's KO or unanimous decision, but most likely, most likely Shane would have got to the chin. That's the same way I look at it. Triple D, Daniel Dynamite, Denzel, you got too many names, and I don't know how you know my name. But if you don't follow me, if you look right underneath the live picture, the live video as it runs of me, right underneath me, that is the only pound for pound, and that will always be the only pound for pound. Nobody will ever even match what he done. Nobody will ever go 175 fights straight without a loss. So that's the pound for pound. That's the only one you can mention pound for pound, because he even want to smoke with a heavyweight. So, and he did have smoke with a light heavyweight. So you can name me any other light fighter that does that. There's at 147, but will fight a heavyweight. Then we can have a discussion about it. If you cannot, then we can't even have a discuss. It can't even be discussed. Oh, you've been subscribed 2 months? Okay. But we never hear from you. And yes, I'm just not remembering back. Gil, you remember him? See, that means you haven't been in my chat, because you're talking about aggressiveness and stuff. You must be a beta male or something like that. Are you a man or a female or a kid? You must be a kid, or you must be a female or something like that. Or you more or less a beta male or something like that, man. You never seen me aggressive, man. You never seen me aggressive. And you come in talking about why it's so aggressive. We're discussing one thing. We're going to discuss more stuff, but right now we're discussing about Shane Mosley in his prime, because we're allowed to do that. They can't, but we can. They can, but we can discount it, because we got to look at we got to look at what they've done, and we're looking from the outside. Yeah. So, and me and Gil on the same page, because Gil's thinking that it's probably going to be a knockout. I never called you anything. I never called you a troll. That's a question right there. Yeah, but that's one of the guy that's in here right now that's talking with us. He's one of my moderators. He's my main moderator right here, and he don't know you. And he's almost always in the chat. And he said he's just don't recognize you, because we have a lot of people come in here. If we don't recognize you, we gotta at least question. I never said you was a troll, but what I did do is I put up a lookout to make sure. Yes, I did. I put this up. I put it up again. Yeah, that's what I put up. Right here. You're talking about right here. And that's just to make sure that Gil has his settings the way that he needs to have his settings. And I'm not going to keep talking about that, okay? But anyway, I had that up. Yeah. You think I was going to shy away and not put it back up? Yes, that's what I had up. But I didn't call you a troll, because guess what? If I knew you was a troll or something like that, I really just thought you was a troll right off the hand, we wouldn't be having this type of discussion. I would probably, you could probably say I'm aggressive then, because I would probably be talking bad about you a little bit for coming in here disturbing my chat, and you wouldn't be in here anymore. You wouldn't be able to participate anymore. Or I might not have got a chance, because Gil has the nickname of Quick Gil Madral. And so he would have gave you, I don't know, probably less of a chance to stay in here as I would. He would have just said he got tired of you. And I would have said, God dang, Gil, you got tired of him? He only got 2 words out. So if I'm saying he would have just got tired of you like that. But we just discussing, because a lot of these fighters right now are talking. And it's not up to them to do all the talking, what the would, could, and should, and all that. And, just discuss. So it's a broad subject today, because we have, even Mike Tyson is talking about. You know what I'm saying? So even Mike Tyson, is everybody thinks that, he can make a comeback. But I'm going to tell you something about, the one thing about the physiology of a person, like in boxing. What happens to you is, no matter how much in the ring, how well you stay in shape. Without that physical contact, what happens is you lose something, like your neck muscles and stuff like that. What happens is they don't recoil as good, even if your head movement is as good. If you take a shot, a direct shot, the absorption into even into your cervical spine, man, has to you have a certain reaction to even when you're taking punches. Now, once your body doesn't do that anymore, everything tends to stiffen up a little bit, so you don't get that same recoil and stuff like that, and you don't get the same. You're not gonna get that same motion like you're going back with a punch. A lot of people, they say you don't go back with a punch, but it's almost like, let me see, what is this thing that the children do? Okay, so I don't know if you've seen this thing. I think it's called I don't know. I think it's called a teeter totter. I don't know. I haven't been a kid in so long. Or one kid sits on one end and one kid sits on the other end, and they're more or less like reciprocating. It's like up and down. And a better scenario. Here's a better scenario. They have these old what they call these little hand trucks that they use on the railroad track. And what happens? One person's pulling up like this, and one person's pushing down. So as you go up, and the other person goes down. And so a lot of times when you ride, like you're used to fighting, you're riding with a punch. So a lot of times the punches that hit you, but it's not really hurting. They say, "Oh, don't go back, go underneath." No, that's only if you're avoiding a punch. But if you're gonna get hit, then you don't just stand with your neck stiff all into the punch. You have to kind of roll. It's kind of you going back with the punch. Like, okay, well, he got me, but I'm used to it, and it's not affecting me. But if I'm just like leaning forward into the punch, I'm gonna get my head cracked. And so what happens is these muscles are used to that. Like, okay. But say, for instance, you're out of boxing for damn near ever, and then all of a sudden you want to get back in. You don't have that. You're not going to be able to flow. Now, your movement, you might still have good movement going underneath, but what happens when you take one of them uppercuts or you take a couple of shots? Because your neck ain't used to going this way or that way. You know what I mean? And you're not used to, oh, shit, the punch is going to catch me. I didn't get underneath it. You're like, you're just rolling around it. Wonder if that happens to where you're not going to be able to move like that no more. So if you can't move like that, how successful do you think you're really going to be? You see what I mean? Yeah. You see what I mean? So they're not any fighter. What I'm saying, any fighter who comes in and out of boxing like that, or waits out of boxing and comes back in. I have to see it. Because we're all still cut differently. So some of us will be able to come in, and some of us won't be able to come in. You feel me? Because one fighter might have been actually sparring. So he still kept the same, you know what I mean? He might have actually been sparring. But you can't go do movies, comedy, and all kinds of other stuff and then say, oh, I'm going to get back into boxing. I can see these fighters. I think I can take them. Because you still got that fighter's blood, that fighter's mentality. So you think that you're going to come back and you're going to do the same thing you did when you left. But then in Tyson's case, he didn't do that well before he left. So what makes you think you're going to do better when you come back and you're with new blood? So it's just not going to work out for you. But the whole Khan thing, Gil, I'm going to go with Shane and I'm going to go with Mayweather. I don't see Khan beating a whole lot of people, prime for prime. I just don't see him beating a whole lot of, like, the welterweights that we talk about, the legendary welterweights, and even then, I don't even see him beating Earl. If he was primed to fight Earl, I don't see him beating, like, Earl Spence. I don't know. If he was good when he was fighting Bud. If he was prime, I don't know, prime for prime, Bud against him. I don't know. I might still have to go with Bud. I don't know. It's not a lot of top fighters that I would pick. Khan, he's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he was never good, but I just don't. For that one, I just don't see. So still in the welterweights. Okay, we stay in the welterweights. Let's stay right here before we talk about the heavier stuff. So you got Paulie, running his mouth. saying that there's a certain group of fighters that all the white fighters are superior now over any other race of fighters and stuff. And this all comes with this whole COVID and all this, the separation. So when you have separation, it's not separation of state, but when you have separation of culture, then it's gonna hit all avenues. It's gonna hit all avenues. You know, we'll get to it. I'll get to it, Gil, but I'm just saying. So it's gonna hit all avenues. So if you're looking at, there's even with the COVID thing. Now we talk about the COVID. They're classifying who is more likely to be helped. And then they're talking about, you know, that the African Americans, they always use that name. I don't know who the hell is. I don't even know one African American, even though they think they're African American. I don't know one. Because I say African is a continent, it's not a country. So who the hell is from Africa? And what part of Africa, what country in Africa are you from? So if somebody said there was an Italian American, most people know what that is. The spaghetti man is now over here. Huh? Pizza boy lives here now. And I'm just playing around with it because I'm going to play. And I'm going to clown. I see you down there, JT the Brown. JT the Brown up in here. He said, Eagles wear boxing. Salute family. Salute right back to my brother out there, man. That's right. But in here, whether you want it or not, you're going to get an education. Huh? Damn, I didn't know I was going to go to Eagles Web and talk boxing and get educated. Yeah, your dumb ass get educated in here because I try my best to deal with people who have sense and not common sense, because common sense is like the common code. It's bullshit. Nobody wants it. Who wants to be common? See? But like I said, if somebody is French, they're not going to be so in French. So I'm French American. So does it matter what city? No, I'm French American. Also, so you got your French bread ass over here in America now. So now your Frenchy bread ass is here. So we know who you are. But if you say somebody's African American, that's a continent. You see the difference? The other ones are countries. See? Russian American. They don't give a shit if you're from Moscow or whatever. You Russian American. Huh? You brought your vodka drinking ass over here. Now you live here in America. But then they go back to African American. So you African American. Okay, what does that mean? How many countries in Africa? Over 50, right? Over 50 countries in Africa. Okay, so I got to take a choice. I got to pick straws to find out what country your dumb ass is from to classify yourself as a whole continent, but you're American. I'm a whole continent plus America. You're not Nigerian American. You're not Ghanaian American, right? You're not Egyptian American, right? You're not Ethiopian American, right? You are African, the whole continent American, right? The only ones that can actually get away with that is because they don't have other countries over there is Australia. They're the only ones that's separate because they're like a giant island, basically, right? Giant. They consider it's a continent. But at the same time, it's a continent. Everybody, there's no countries really over there, right? The closest country is what? New Zealand, right? That's the closest country. But I'll give you that one. I'm Australian American, okay. But then again, you can still be ethnically different even if you're Australian American. Because I'm going to tell you what the color line is even over there, because they separate them by the Aborigines. See? Now, why isn't Africa separated by Aborigines and different people's culture? How come it's not separate? Why, when it comes to Americans, it's always African American? Huh? Why is that? I'm North American American. What does that mean? They never separate us like that. They call us all kinds of stuff. They call us natives. They call us Indians and everything else. I'm originally. I'm not even aborigine. I'm originally. So my heart feels good because I know who I am. Whereas people like African American, well, what part of Africa are we from, mama? Okay, well, what part of Africa are you from? There's a whole continent. Which one? Who are you? You look like my people, to be honest. You don't look like Africans to me. You better dig up some real history. Stop listening to just what everybody tells you, dumbass. Because if you just listen to what they tell you, you're going to die not knowing shit. You're not going to ever know about yourself. That's right. And let me get to it, Gil. So Gil said, so Khan, I'll see you down there. Look at my brother up in there. D-Lo 404 boxing salute. And salute back to D-Lo 404. Y'all go check him out when he have something up. Or just go look at some of the other stuff he have up. Just go up there and give him the thumbs up and leave a comment or two, man. Let him know, hey, I came by and seen you. You know what I mean? I mess with him. He mess with me. So that's what it is. If I mess with somebody, hopefully they good people. Because I have had people that weren't good people that I mess with. But that's okay. That's a whole nother thing. But Khan versus Mikey. Now, if you talk about the chess match, now I think that would have been more of a chess match than Khan versus Mayweather. Because the chess match wouldn't have lasted that long with Mayweather. Mayweather would have figured him out, and then the whole fight would have been boring. After 3 or 4 rounds, Mayweather would have figured him out. Mayweather would have been doing the same thing to him over and over again until Khan figured it out. And then Khan would have figured out, I can't figure it out. And then 10 rounds, then all of a sudden he would have charged in like Hatton or something, did something stupid, because he would have been down and getting embarrassed. He would have did something stupid, and Mayweather would have found that cracker. Yep, he would have found that cracker. That's home plate. And see, when you fight and you're a fighter, and everybody knows that your chin is home plate, when they know that it's straight up made out of pretzels, no matter what, they're gonna get to it. Matter of fact, there was a fight. I think I told you guys about it. But we got to talking about so much other stuff that we didn't really get to talk about it as much. But I told you guys about it. So the heavyweight champion. So we had Big John Tate. So Big John Tate was fighting, I believe it was a 15 rounder. So he's fighting Hercules. And first of all, if you fight somebody named Hercules, if you're not beating the hell out of him and you're not getting them tired, you got to be very cautious the whole time. So, but in this case, so Big John Tate's winning the fight. I mean, he's doing good too. It's like everybody's just shaking their head like that's the new champ. That's going to be the champ. And then I believe it was like about the 13th, 14th round. We was getting real close. It was almost the end of the fight. Hercules, Mike Weaver, caught him with the up. And it was night for Big John Tate. I mean, night, he did the crybaby. He was actually laying on his face out. Yeah. That's true though. But see, and then let me drop down to D-Lo. So D-Lo 404 said, I still can't believe Khan got through Maidana. He said, and I saw it 3 times. And a lot of times you get amazed sometime and you got to go back and look at some of these fights. You got, wait a minute now. How did you fight him so tough? But see, the thing about Maidana is that he was not a thinking fighter. See? Khan is a thinking fighter. And a lot of times when you fight somebody that's not really going to think, you're going to beat him. Because he's not really a thinker. Or if he thinks about doing something, it's just roughhousing and, roughing you up. Or, if that's your keys to victory, you're not going to be that much. If your championship is just, if you're a champion and that's your style, to where I'm a maul and brawl him or something like that. That's my style. It's just overwhelm him. You're not going to last that long. Or even if you do, eventually somebody's going to catch you. You're going to look, oh, that's what he does? Okay. All I got to do is step like this, step like that. Do like this, do a couple of, you ain't got to figure out too many maneuvers to figure him out. He going to charge in. Once he charge in, just clip him. If you remember some of Mike Tyson fights, a lot of times you had a guy that he might have been scared or a big puncher or something like that, and he come in to fight Mike Tyson. No, I ain't worried about Mike Tyson. They weren't worried until they got touched. But in the first few seconds, they're like, oh, he ain't, man. They might got caught with a little one, like, oh, he don't even hit that hard. And so they try to, trade with him and like come out and just throwing punches and trading with him. But he had that great defense. And what happened is Mike, he'll be like this, and then you trading and stuff. He's like, ooh, and then all of a sudden he dropped down, and he almost always did. He dropped down, and then here come a big one. Here come a hook. Here come a hook. It wasn't never usually like a right hand, always like a hook. Oh shit, he's trading with me. It's almost like damn. It's like trade with Mike like that if you want to, but get your ass up out of there. Don't stay in there trading. They used to get crazy. I was trading with your ass. What you got? And after a while, he just duck up out of it and boom, before out of nowhere, here come a hook. And you go reeling across the ring, or you sitting down like, oh shit, what happened? I guess Mike do punch. Yeah, Mike punch. Oh, here we go. We got something. Hey, you know how we do D-Lo. Yeah. Oh, okay, D-Lo. I'll check you out, man. He said he dropped one today. Y'all go check out what D-Lo put out there, man. I'm gonna go check you out, brother. Don't worry about it. You already know me. He know I'm gonna go by. Yeah. Yeah, you know how we do it here though, D-Lo. We have a couple of things cooking at the same time, man. I'm a chef, baby. So we have like stuff on the stove. I'm the chef when we go out, man. I'm like what do you call people to do everything? I'm like the jack of all trades, man. We go out in the woods, man. I sit there and cook, singing, drumming, playing the flute, Gil. Making sure everybody taking care of the fire, taking care of the babies, making sure the babies got their treats, all that, man. Airing up air mattresses, everything. Everybody coming to me. Like I'm Big Papa or something. We love it when they call him Eagle Papa. So they can just call me Eagle Papa. If you ain't got nothing else to call me, just call me Eagle Papa. That's right, but he got one. But Jay Brown is on the other top that we was talking about. Jay Brown said because the so-called Britain, Australians aren't from there. They stole the land. Exactly. And where do you live right now at the J to the Brown? Where you live? You can't steal land. You can occupy it. Now, you call people occupiers and your ass is an occupier. What are you? Are you what they call a hypocrite? Are you a hypocrite if somebody's occupying a place and your ass is occupying too? How you going to call them an occupier? That's like a liar calling another liar a liar. You a liar. You a liar. And we both liars. But you ain't lying right there. That's the only time a liar is telling the truth is when he called another liar a liar. That's the only truth to come out of a liar's mouth. If they both calling each other liars. No, man, you a liar, man. You lying. No, you lying. Both of y'all lying. You both telling the truth. That's the only time y'all truth tellers is when y'all call each other a lie. See? Now, if they call each other a liar, it'd be good. So if Australia in the USA call each other liars, then that'd be accurate. That'd be probably the only thing that they told the truth about. But that's right. Jay Brown put it out there. That's how it go up in here, man. That's how it go. That's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. Jay Brown up there. He said, yeah, he said nothing. He said that was nothing. He said Kincaid. He said he was up 11 rounds to 0. He said Jason then got his head knocked off with 1 second left in the 12th. God dang. Now, that's a good one, but that's 12 rounder, though. But I'm talking about somebody getting mopped for 13, 14 rounds. And then, like I said, one punch. I mean, yeah, it's always good. I mean, you can put those, they lineal, you know what I mean? We can put them straight with each other because they right hand in hand. Or, you got to go knock him out. Remember, Sweet Pea had one of those. He wasn't really like, he wasn't getting whitewashed because nobody could ever whitewash Sweet Pea Whitaker, Parnell Whitaker. But the one fight, yeah, they did tell him, hey, you had to go get him, man. So you down, man. You got to go get him. Exactly what he wanted to go do. But we've had fighters and we've had fights where that's what had to happen. Say, man, no, you way down. You got to go get that KO. And the fighter, but yeah, bet. Let me go get it. Okay, so that's another part of the discussion now that we didn't open that one up. So, can somebody name to me? Let's throw them out there since I got D-Lo in here. D-Lo 404 to the boxing and Jay Brown. Okay, so if we have the fighters in the past, would talk to you, and like say for instance, your corner talks to you, go out there and get that ass whooped, knock him out. So who can we trust today, or do we have any? I don't want y'all to strain your brains, but do we have a fighter today? And some of them may be obvious or something, but do we have a fighter today? And matter of fact, do we even have a corner today that can send a fighter out today to go get that kind of business taken care of? Like, you need to go out there right now. You're losing. You need to go out there and knock his ass out. That's all it is to it. I'm just going to be point blank with you. Your ass is an ex-champion if you don't go get it done right now. So, who do we have, y'all? Yeah, I got opinions too, but let's see. And let's argue about this. I see you down there, Gil. Gil said Team Flute. That's right. I'm on Team Flute. I gotta play my flute too, man. Don't worry. I didn't forget y'all, man. And somebody time Gil's ass out. Yeah. We could talk about that, Jay Brown. We could talk about that because we're already on that top too, because that topic that's part of our discussion right now too. So if D-Lo want to handle that too, but see, I know you put that out to D-Lo, but I can see it too. Your comment, but remember we're just talking about liars and stuff, because liars is part of the conversation right now. So, and so we're talking about liars, distractions, all this stuff. So, is that just a distraction? And if it was true, because that has been in the discussion for over a week now. So if that's actually true, would you advise, if you was Wilder's advisor, would you advise him to take some kind of step aside money? Would anybody say, Wilder, go ahead and take this step aside money so Fury and AJ can get it on? A cheater and a runner. Who wants to see it? And yeah, overseas they want to see the cheater versus the runner. I need to see the run back. I want to see the run back. I'm from Two Moons, baby. What? I want to see the run back. Oh no, I shouldn't say this, but I want. Okay, I want to see the run back of Little Bighorn. I want to see that run back. I don't even have to participate. I would, but I want to see that run that back. I want to see the run back. But I asked the question, but I'm not hearing nothing from nobody. So who's the person who has the corner and has that ability to get your ass out there and get that damn knockout? You're losing. Your strap is gone. Say bye to your strap. You was just bragging to the girls out there. Oh yeah, I'm WBA champ. Nah. You was doing all that shit, and now you getting handed up. Yeah, you came in with You came in with a pair of gloves on, and now it seems like your pair of gloves is still at home, because you at home base, and somebody giving you their pair of gloves the whole fight, huh? But you that KO artist with the corner that's gonna tell you which one is it. I want to know who can go out there and just get it done like right now, or can they stay settled enough? Can they stay settled down enough to say, okay, I got to cut the ring off. I got a couple of good shots. I'm going to take him out. Who has that confidence today? Yeah. Jay Brown said, that's a tough one. I like to put out tough stuff. Did D-Lo 404. He said, Bud, he said, God damn it. And Lil Charlo too. Okay. Oh, so if Bud had to go get you out, he'll go get you out. I got to see that one. You know, Ugas is, okay, because we didn't get to talk about that last week, remember? Because we was talking about a lot of other stuff. But you know Ugas want Bud. Ugas said that I whooped your ass in the amateurs. You ain't that. I ain't scared of you. Ain't nothing wrong with me and you going. Ain't nothing wrong with me and you going. But that's right. Everybody putting down, that's a tough one. But nah, yeah, I got, Charlo. I'll go with Charlo. And the reason I'm gonna go with 154 Charlo, it's because 154 Charlo just did the shit. He just did it. He just said, I'm gonna come back and knock your ass out because I think you robbed what was mine. So I'm knocking your ass out. And that's exactly what he did. Is he knocked out somebody who was calling him a cornball. And now the cornball ass is completely, he's devastated. He's through. Basically, he's through anyway. Because he got that, he got that con. Yeah, if you come into the game and you got that con, you probably not going to last as a champ anyway. But who thinks if he would have, if Charlo wouldn't have got that run back, somebody let's get some numbers. Let's talk bad about these fighters. Give me some numbers on Harrison. How many more fights was Harrison going to stay champ? If he would have fought the upper, I'm talking about like top four. Well, excluding Charlo. How long was he going to stay champ? We get back in there. Everybody like, nope. Yeah. Now, I'm going to say Wilder. But Wilder, the only thing, so Wilder's obvious, but if you look at it, see, because Wilder, sometimes he's not as accurate. You know what I mean? If he comes out winning, he can't do it. Crawford, I can see Bud, but it depends on who Bud is stopping, though. It depends. If they're stoppable, I see Bud stopping them. But if they ain't never been stopped, I see Wilder stopping them. But if they never been stopped, I don't see Bud really stopping them if they never been stopped. That's the only problem I have with. That's the only problem I have with Bud is that I don't see him stopping that which has never been stopped. Like if he was losing to Sean Porter and they said you got to go stop Sean, how many people pick him? Okay, so cause where are we on it now? Y'all got me on it. So how many people got him stopping Porter? Oh, suspect personality ass Porter, caveman overbite. So. I just like to clown anyway. So, how many people got him stopping him? Oh. D-Lo 404 said, nope. He said, go get that chin. He said, Wilder, that's right. Go get that damn chin. Hey, you in boxing. Hey, when you in boxing, a lot of times you got to, that's what you got to go do. You got to go get that chin. You got to go get it. And so that's what they do. Yeah, Bud versus Benavidez. He said, the last dude, yeah. But Bud wasn't really losing. But come on now. Let me ask y'all any questions about Benavidez. Did Benavidez have any problems physically before, and after that fight? Come on now. I'm talking about somebody that, somebody that's just working you like shit. I know I'm better, but you just haven't fought your best fight. Yeah, I know Bud have given have stopped a few people, but I'm saying, okay, let's say because I just put him. Nobody answered the question when because what we're saying. So listen what we're saying right here. So listen what we're saying, D-Lo. So you said Bud has given quite a few their first stoppage. Okay, but I'm saying those which are, those are, say for instance, they would never stop. But are they top three? Okay, so I'm saying, so if Bud was losing to Keith and Bud was losing to Sean, do you trust the ability of Bud to come back and stop either one of them? To stop them? Let's answer the question properly today, children. Let's not just come up with stuff. Oh, he stopped some people that haven't been stopped. Now, let's not say that. Because there's fighters have stopped fighters that haven't been stopped. Earl stopped fighters that haven't been stopped. You know what I mean? There's fighters that, styles make fights and styles make no fight. And then Triple D, Daniel, don't start no stuff, okay? I'm talking right now, and I didn't kick you out or nothing like that. I don't know if you're trying to chase some kind of attention or something like that. Only person that was in here was Gil when you first got up in here. It might have been some other people just popping in and out, but they weren't saying anything. Gil was the only one I had a conversation with. I didn't time you out or nothing like that. And matter of fact, a timeout is not even shown on my screen. I don't know. I didn't do anything, and I didn't see anything happen to you. Gil, did you get rid of the triple D? Oh, come on, D-Lo. Don't be saying I didn't move the goalpost. I'm just saying. Okay, you're right. Okay, I put it this way. Because I'm talking about like right now. You just took it wrong. Because I'm talking about like right now. I'm talking about like you got to go get that done. Because evidently we talking about championship fights. So, okay, so I thought that part was obvious. So we're talking about championship fights, okay? So if you're about to lose your championship to one of these other champions, or you know what I'm saying? A good fighter. I'm talking about a fighter. I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about a C-level, B-level fighter that's never been stopped. I'm talking about you're up here. We're up here now. So that's who we got to stop. And there's been fighters to stop him. Even George Foreman, he didn't look good all the time, but then when he had to go out there and get your ass stopped, he went out there and got you stopped. And I'm going to tell you something. And people talk a lot of crap, though. Even Mike Tyson didn't get all the stoppages that he should have got. You see what I mean? But I'm gonna give you one on that. But I didn't try to move the goalpost, my brother. I wasn't trying to move the goalpost. I was just saying, look at these. He said, I answered the question as it was presented. Look, web be hard on you. My web watchers don't play. They be like, Eagle, hey, you said anybody can get it. They'll come get me too. They like, we get your ass too, Eagle. Yeah. But I've been in some fights where they just wasn't quite going their way. Even with Gamboa, it wasn't going as good as it could have. You know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so we'll give you that. I see Don, tell the Dada up in here. Don Dada in here. Let me read out the hieroglyphs like I always do. Don Dada come up here. Don Dada say, Eagles Web Boxing got the eagle up good, got the web up good, got the glove up good. He said, look, hit that bell or hit that thumbs up before you hit the live stream. Because you do that first and then you come in, then you push live so that way you don't miss other people that come in here. Because you guys miss people if you don't put live when you come in. If you first come in, thumbs up, then you hit the live. Okay, he said come in here, hang out, everything's cool. He said, but that neck can be stressed. That's what I'm just reading out his hieroglyphs, man. Y'all know how I do, man. He said nothing but lions in here. He said Dada sliding down to tell Denzel, sit your ass down. God dang. Don Dada come in telling people to sit their ass down. We peaceful. Hey, see, you're taking it wrong. So if you see my show, see, now you're starting to sound suspect, Triple D. You sounding suspect, man, because everybody knows that our language it's not a foul language toward you. It's not a bad language toward you. And we can get that way. When we say come in and sit your ass down, I don't have to keep responding and saying we're not saying it in a disrespectful manner. Because all of us got to come in here and sit our ass down. That's what we doing. We sitting on the couch, we sitting on the bed, we sitting on the chair, we sitting in the car, whatever. We just sit your ass down. It's no disrespect meant by that. It's nothing like that. And you said you've been coming in for 2 months. If you've been coming in for 2 months, then you would have already known. I wouldn't even have to explain that that's no disrespect when we say that. Because I've always said that. I say that too many times. There's no disrespect. Sit your ass down. And matter of fact, and you know this right here. When I do say that, everybody know what's coming up. This is the screen that I put up. Yeah. Yeah, I see you down there, Don, right there. No, nobody ever came in here and asked for a wrench. That you and actually got a wrench. We got to see you. We got to know you. Matter of fact, somebody check him out. See, I was trying to talk to you. I was trying to talk to you a certain way. Yep. I was trying to talk to you a certain way. And I was trying to explain to you how the web worked. And I was trying to tell you that with me, a lot of times I'm going to talk. But Larry Holmes put that sit your ass down jab on My man right here, that's what just happened to you. Somebody put the sit your ass down wrench on you because they just got, tired of hearing from you. And I told you that in the first place because what I said is I said that I'm more lenient on you and that I will try to have a conversation with you a little bit before I just go ahead and smash your ass out. I'll try to, calm you down. But you come in, you're asking for wrenches and stuff. Oh, I mess with you. I come see the show. And nobody knows you. They might have just checked out your profile or something like that. But whatever they seen, I let them handle that. So if they seen something, so in other words, they seen something that they didn't like. So that's why you got smashed right now, because they seen something that they didn't like, because they know we in here cooking about something, and then now here you come, and then you constantly with the interruptions and stuff, And I'm being nice. Jay Brown said, Chipper D, he said, get attention from a lady, not here. He said, none of us came here to hear you cry. Yep, that's right. You tell him, Jay Brown, say, anybody came here to hear your ass come in here crying in Eagles Web. Don't come all the way to Eagles Web to cry. There's other chats that you can go take your ass to and cry. But in here, come bring your ass in, sit your ass down, enjoy what we're talking about, and then, then put you some words out there that make sense for our conversation. Because we got a few tops, and see, we got a few of them. Some of them is gem drops because we're talking about, you see what I mean? Because when we come in here, we do gem drops too. So we're going to come in and we're going to talk about certain stuff. But I'm gonna put that reality check out there to see where everybody's at too. Because I like to mess with people that this real. When I say real, that they understand the crap that's going on around them. And see, we didn't even really get to talk. We not even really got to talk about all the damn welterweights. We talked about Khan. Didn't really talk about Earl very much at all. But Earl's another one that's saying that. So Earl says that even prime for prime, he would have beat Mayweather. And I had to sit back and think about that a little bit. Because nobody ever solved the puzzle with Mayweather. But Earl's different. And I think one thing, if Mayweather didn't back Earl up, Earl's very, he's overwhelming. And he's not just overwhelming, he's a thinker. He's not like Madonna. Madonna he can overwhelm you, but there's no thought process. And those that tried to like bully Floyd and try to do all kinds of stuff, some of them had a little bit of success. But we see the main failure with that was Ortiz. Ortiz was the main failure when it came to that. You see what I mean? Yeah. The main failure. Because he tried to do the jumping headbutt. Oh, wrestling shit. He tried to do the jumping headbutt. And when he did the jumping headbutt, that was it. Am I missing somebody? Oh, no. Sir to the Flame then came up in here. I see you down there, Sir Flame. I'll get to you. Yeah. See, I'd have missed a whole lot of stuff, but Don said train. He said troll train. He said all running shoes on. He said good. He said we smell something, Danny, and then then that's when Danny disappeared. Yeah, he said yeah. D-Lo 440 to the 4 said Lord. See, because D-Lo knew it was coming up before it even happened. D-Lo said your ass is in trouble. And then Gil Cole said, Don, get your boy Triple D. Oh, was that the light work, Gil? Gil didn't want it. Gil said, no, I don't want it. He said, Don, just get in here. He said, let Don get some. Yeah. That's right. And I called up, because I got with Jay Brown. Jay Brown told him to go get attention from a lady. He said, this is the wrong place. Ain't nobody trying to hear you. God dang. Then Don, okay, let me read this. Let me see what Don got. Don said triple U. He said triple U. He said pucking up Eagles Web boxing. Yep. He said defend Bud better than me. Yeah. Now, Don, hey, you guys on my side, so whatever it is, man. So when people put this stuff out, and we didn't get to the main, like I said, we didn't get to the main course. The main course, we can't never get to the main course. We always got somebody in here running their damn mouth, man, before we can even get to it. And shit, I go damn near nonstop. I got to talk damn near nonstop. And then somebody come in here, always got to say something. Just shut your ass up. You should have just sat your ass down like Don told you. Don said sit your ass down. But you came in here just blah, 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 and before you knew it, you was out. Jay Brown said the same thing. Said you came in here for attention. You came here for attention and you got the wrong attention. But let me read it out though, because Sir Flame up in here, he said salute to Eagles Web. He says salute to the chat, and as always, jab the like button or y'all neck. He said don't get neck up in Eagles Web boxing. And Sir Flame, you too late because somebody just got neck up in Eagles Web boxing. Don Dada came down the web. He came down the web, already had his wrench out waiting. And before we knew it, Triple D was on his way to getting smashed. Yeah. Oh, wow. Don Dada getting on Gil now. He's saying Gil ain't real. That ain't the real Gil. Gil chicken. That's right, D-Lo. Yeah, the flying headbutt. See, that's another one. So when the flying headbutt goes wrong, that's the clip. You can show that clip. You can show that clip of Mayweather knocking his ass out. You see what I mean? When he gets his ass knocked out, that's the clip of when the flying headbutt goes wrong. That's what that is. Yeah, don't worry about it, Don. You might have a chance now or something, man. We wasn't talking about no Triple G. We talking about somebody who came into the chat, and you seem like you want to try to be a disruptor too. And see, if I deal with you, I'm just gonna thin you out before I smash you. But if you're sincere, you'll stay. But if you're not sincere, then you'll be on your way out too. Because first of all, I don't remember. Does anybody know this Jaden Hooker? This Jaden, he's a hooker from Trimmill. The hooker from Trimmill named Jaden. Now he might be cool, but right now I'm just looking at you, a hooker named Jaden from Trimmill, and you're calling me by my name, and we're in Eagles Way of boxing. And if it's not something you're saying, Eagle Face, who is Triple D, I gives a shit who Triple D is. See? So just interact with my mods. And I know Sir Flame said he mad, but then Don Dada back on it again. That's right, Don Dada. Yeah. Because if they're a horse of a different color, then my team know what to do with you if you're a horse of a different color. If you come in here right, if you come in here right, you'll be okay. But if you're a frequent visitor and not a talker, then don't worry about it. Everything's gonna be okay. Everything will be okay. But if you're subscribed, you're cool. Probably you're gonna be cool. But so I'm just telling you this like this, because usually when somebody want my attention, because I might miss something that's in the chat. And what they'll do is they'll put like at Eagles Web. So if you really want my attention, what you should do is put at Eagles Web. You see how Sir Flame came in? Sir Flame said at Eagles Web boxing, because he made sure he got his salute out. He's the only one that done that since we just started the chat. But he said at Eagles Web. But sometimes they just already know that I'm following along with the chat, and then I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna shout them out. So that's the best thing to do is you put that little asperson, which is the at, and then Eagles Web, or you could do the hashtag Eagles Web, and then I can pay attention to you. Because if you come in with nothing but questions about somebody who nobody in here cares about, then I'm thinking that you might be on the same boat with them, subscribed or not subscribed. You see? Yeah, but I'm not hearing anybody say that. Okay, so if I ask anybody if they know you, Jaden, I don't know if they know you or not. Did anybody have words with Jaden in the last 6 days that they know of him? Because I get on top and then I'm not going to get into the chat. A lot of times it'll just roll up because I don't know. Yeah. And then D-Lo 404 Boxing said that headbutt was essential. Ortiz was to quit on the low. Yeah. Yeah, I felt tired to get DQ'd off frustration. Yeah, it was a frustration thing. But but D-Lo, Think about that round. Go back and look at that round. Was he doing horrible that round? If you ask me, that was his best round. That was going to be his best round. If you ask me, he was actually going to do something. You see what I mean? Yeah, Jake Brown said, he said Eagles Web. He said the only hook I know is around the corner, fam. Yeah. Yeah, and then D-Lo, see, you didn't came in here all suspect, because D-Lo, they're saying, I think you the same guy. You put, say, at the end of his statements. Oh, yeah, put the question mark, yeah, at the end of the statements. Just triple, yeah. They can't, one thing they can't, they see, a lot of times they too dumb to change, like, their writing habits and stuff like that. It's easy, man. You don't got to be no forensic writing expert to figure a lot of these people out. When they come in, like if somebody says, hey, all the time at the end of something, like, oh, I came in, hey, like that. And then they come in with somebody else and they still saying the same thing. Like he comes in, like you said. And I've seen that too. I noticed that too. I noticed them question marks. And that's why I was asking you guys. And he's doing the same thing. But now you're writing that, okay, so I'm going to read what you wrote because, you know, I got time to read what you wrote. You know what I mean? I'm still going to get back on my topics. Everybody know I'm going to still get back to my topics. But let me get to you again because you want attention. He said, I'm discriminating. He said, you're discriminating because I don't talk frequently. He said, wow, man, I've watched so many of you lives and believe I was subscribed when you had 20 odd subscribers. Well, that probably is a lie because when my first show, I had more subscribers than that on my first show. So that's one lie. And that's okay that you told a lie. Maybe you just made a mistake. Okay, my chat, it moves slow as far as my membership and stuff like that. But evidently, it must be something in here because somebody's always coming in here. But a lot of people just don't know you. They don't know you like that. And they're thinking that you are just a troll, but they letting you hang out for right now. I'm not saying you're going to last long because probably you're going to be out of here before you get to say too many more, before you get to write too many more sentences. Well, at least I try to keep you around. I was trying to, but I don't discriminate. What the hell am I look like discriminating, man? I live in a land that was more or less is occupied by other people outside of my nation and our nations and stuff, being a Native American. And you think I'm a discriminator? See, that should cost you right there. I must tell you right here, like here, but get all the way the F out of here with that kind of sentences. Okay? Yeah. Jay Brown, you see? He's pissing everybody off, man. D-Lo said nope. And then right back, Jay Brown said, I don't know him. He said, but he's crying like the last dude. And then Donna said, thin neck, that's right. He's a respect wearing fam, that's right. I thin it out first, man, because that's all I do. I roll and pin your neck. I roll your shit out like dough to where your head just fall off on its own. That's what I do. But my webs, a lot of times they can't wait. Because they like for you to come in here with that big old pig-sized neck. They want your neck to be like an elephant. Short and stocky. They like that. Because that way they can chop through it real easy. I mean, not really easy. They just work on it. Get that. See, we go through the thickest necks up in here. He said that Mike, he said, ass up and out of here. He said, anything, puck him up again. Then got the barrels up. Yep, Sir Flame said, I was subscribed before I watched the live. See, there you go. See, Sir Flame, see, that's what I'm saying, Sir Flame. See, everybody didn't know from back, because when my other brothers was always coming in here, Sir Flame one of the first, matter of fact, Sir Flame probably one of my first mods. I think he was modded up before Gil was modded up. He was modded up before Gil was. And he remember back. So you already know Sir Flame. So am I lying? So Sir Flame already put it out there. He said, no, I was subscribed before I watched the live. That's right. So before I even had a live out, Sir Flame already know. Because he go back in the day. He already telling you, no. He said Webb had people that was down with him beforehand. And see, now you're already gone. Yeah. D-Lo 404 said eating up the chat again. She said same dude, but somebody done already smashed him. But like I said, man, like I said, I just try to thin your neck out a little bit. But my web don't play. My web is, the web watchers ain't no joke, man. They don't play like they not gonna give you the same kind of chance that I give you. At least I'm gonna thin it out a little bit. The web ain't gonna wait on your ass. They just like, they got frustrated because they like you taking up all their time. You burning up chat time. That's why we can't never finish up in the Eagles web, because somebody always coming in here or starting some shit. And we had all kinds, and we had a lot on the table. We had a lot on the table today. Yeah. Yeah, my people don't play. That's why I respect my people out there, because they don't play with you. You come in here wrong, they gonna let you. You gonna last a little bit. You gonna last for a little bit of time, but you setting yourself out. You don't even see what happens when you guys come in here and do that stupid shit. What you're doing is you're making yourself almost like a lab rat or something like that. You don't even know that you just boxed yourself in. You in a cage right now, and see, there's only one door. And the ones in blue got the key to that door, right? So in the top, you can't jump out the top because it's too high. So they can do a lot of things to you. They can smoke your ass out. They can pour some water in there and drown your ass. They can do a lot of things to you. Or they can take part of the web and just wrap your ass up and sling your ass around like a slingshot, like one of them, you know what I'm talking about, the ones you use with the one hand. They can just sling your ass around like that and throw your ass out somewhere. And that's what happened to you. Me, I take your ass out of that trap, and I just start rolling on your neck a little bit to get it thin. And hopefully you'll say, okay, my neck is getting kind of thin. I'm going to act right. But then you don't get it. And then they still come get you. Even if I thin it out, they still come get you. Jay Brown said, D-Lo Force, he's a blocker. He said that he got that steam up, got the gun, he crying. Yeah. Said, yeah. Yeah, Donna said, yeah, I've got at him. Yep. And that's what happened, man. You come up in here. So come up in here, just come up in here right. So with the Mayweather thing, so we never got to the bottom of that part of it. So with the Mayweather and Spence, so what I would do, I'm gonna say that it would have been very interesting. You still got to kind of give Mayweather the edge in these, things that can't happen. You got to give him the edge. But Earl's a dog. Earl's he's different than the people that Floyd fought. You see what I mean? He's different than Shane. And who do you have trouble? Even with Hatton. He had a little bit of trouble with Hatton. So he's different than Hatton. You see what I mean? He's different than any of these fighters that Mayweather fought. So him being different and being a thinking man's fighter and fought so many different styles, even if he didn't fight Mayweather's style, they did actually spar. I heard Earl was not shying away. He was holding his own. And Earl usually spars anybody and holds his own. So that would have been good. But back to the Khan thing. See, I'm doing a rewrap because of the hooker. Yeah, hooker came in. We got hookers coming up in here, man. We got a hooker coming in here from Tremel. There's a hooker named Jaden from Tremel come up in here. Now get your hooking ass up out of here, man. You come in here, you're a hooker, and then you expect to be able to stay up in the boxing chat. Get your ass up all the way. Get your ass all the way up out of here. Yeah. Yeah, so get your ass up all the way up out of here, man. Don't come in Eagles Web with that, man. Y'all come in Eagles Web wrong. You're gonna get questioned as soon as you get up in here. So don't come up in here. If you come in here questioning, or you come in here saying something, if you didn't come in and say salute or hi guys or something, salute host, salute chat. If you didn't come in here like that, at least to be respectful to show, because you're talking in the first place, you're writing. So if you're not gonna say, "Oh, hey, how y'all doing, man? What's up top?" So right now I'm covering up a little bit. So we talk about the Mayweather versus Khan. So Khan, I can see it being interesting for a while, but I see because of the BCD, because of that brittle chin disease, British chin disease, I see that Mayweather would have probably got him frustrated and Khan would have done something careless. Because you got to know that's one personality about Khan. When Khan is losing, he gets careless. He always gets careless. Because remember, he was fighting Canelo. He was doing good. But then he got careless. See, and with Mayweather, you don't got no chin, then you are gonna turn Mayweather into a knockout artist. So, see. But then Mikey versus Khan, kind of up in the air. I kind of give Khan a little bit of the edge because of points. I think he might be able to out point Mikey. But then again, he couldn't have no slip up in that fight either. He couldn't have been like slipping up like, oh yeah, making mistakes. Because he made mistakes if he would have made mistakes up in there, then it might have been sleepy time for him. Yeah. But these are things that's being thrown out there because Mikey is running his mouth about what Earl, he's saying that Mayweather would have beat Earl. He said it probably would have been like, good fight or whatever because Earl's good. But see, Mikey, you still got a little bit of hate in you because you took that EJ Mikey. You took that smash down. And so you got a little bit of hate in you. And you say, well, oh, Mayweather's so great and all that. Okay, so I heard your interview. And I did listen to, once I heard you start bad-mouthing Earl, I knew it. We know what it is. We know it's hate. Your ass was hating because you got your ass whooped. Don't hate when you get your ass whooped. What you do when you get your ass whooped, just like your parents tell you, get your ass better or something. And go out there and try it again. They gonna tell you, oh shit, he throwing overhands at you, street fighting or whatever. Just duck that shit. Hit him in the stomach. That's when you're a kid, that's the best place to hit somebody. They always want to aim for the mouth. You hit him, bust him in the mouth. If you miss the mouth, it's small. You miss the mouth, but you can always gut somebody when you're growing up as a kid. Best thing to do is hit their ass in the stomach. They can't take stomach shots, especially right in the middle. Solar plexus. Their ass be on the ground heaving. Trying to get air and stuff, you know what I mean? So that's the best thing. So the 147, that was the biggest. That's the biggest topic. So so we said that Bud. Okay, so my chat is more or less in agreement that Bud is the new. That if there's a fight and it's on the line, last round, and we only named 3 fighters. That's how. I don't know if anybody else can name any other fighters, because we was doing like throwbacks, like you have a fighter and you tell them, get your ass out there and get that knockout. You getting effed up. I don't know why you letting this guy beat you, but you can say goodbye to your belt. And we've had fighters in the past that can go out there and get that KO in the last round. So we're asking, who is those fighters today? And so far we got everybody's on. We'll say Bud. That we're saying Wilder, Bud, and then Charlo. So anybody else who joined the chat, you guys can be part of that discussion too. So is there anybody else that you guys would add to that discussion? That you getting your ass whooped, that you need this knockout. So is there anybody else out there? And then next chat, I guess we're going to have to talk about the Coke Crack King. We're going to talk about him a little bit more on the next chat. I'm not going to get into him that much because we broke his ass down. And matter of fact, I always said the coffin stays open with him. The coffin always stays open with your ass because you're a cheater. And I never really closed the coffin. I just stopped putting it up on the page. But we're gonna talk about you because my brother was bringing you up, and I've heard some stuff about what happened. And I'm not gonna do the show just to pat myself on the back. But when I did those shows and broke it down, I told y'all the same thing that's coming up right now. The same thing that's coming up right now, we talked about that. And then Michael Beat, God dang, man. Who, I don't know, man. Y'all check him out, man. Y'all check out his profile, man. He said, what's up with, he said, wow, you guys are savages. He said, what up, chat? But he did say, what up, chat? Let me read. I know he got something else in him. We go down, drop down there. He said, what do you, he said, what do you mean? I guess he mean, what do you mean, D-Lo? Just getting involved, brother. Okay. Well, he sound like, and that's a troll right there, man. I think that's a troll right there. That Mark Wonderlick, I think that's a troll. So one of my web, check him out, man. I think he's a troll. Yeah. Don Dada said that's not you, Troll. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, so we know Mark Wonderlick. We know that you're not Mark Wonderlick. So y'all already know, man. Yep. They come in. They be coming in here though, man. They love. See, the thing is, man, it's just that I'm loved so much by them And that's what it really is. But it's annoying to get that kind of love from somebody, because they just supporting, giving me views and stuff like that. But that's how they do, man. They like to come through. But, my chat, my web watchers don't play with y'all like that. Yeah, Don said trolls of the month so far. That's the day he cussing the stuff. He's the trolls of the month so far. Yeah, we can't even get it out, huh? Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Even D, and you got my brother D-Lo getting upset with you. You know you effing up. You effing up because D-Lo's talking about. He said now if someone else, he said nobody knows coming in next saying salute and asking who is JD. I'm done. He crying. Yeah, they come in here asking about the last dude. See, that's what's getting me. Why they ain't worried about nothing about the chat, but all they can do is they coming in talking about. Oh, what happened to Triple D? You mean Triple G? And then the next one come in. Oh, what happened to Jaden? And then the next one come in. Oh, what happened to Mark? See? Ah, dang, man. Why we got to do troll smash hour when we supposed to be doing That's not. Yeah. You see what I mean? Ain't that crazy? How we supposed to be doing a show about one thing, and then we got to come in and spend attention, spend our hard-earned time that we earn this time to come in here and talk boxing, and then we got to come in here and talk to trolls. Like really? Y'all don't have nothing better to do. You're not part of the discussion. Why aren't you talking about anything that we've been talking about? You make yourself look a little better or something. Huh? See? So y'all come in here and we're talking about certain stuff, and this is how you come in. This is how y'all ass come in. You come in here the same way, black and white, gray, whatever. You come in here the same way. You see all this blue up in here, and this is the way you bring your dumb ass up in here. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular or specific, but I'm talking about the whole group that ride this damn train and hop off this anywhere and just come in and just say anything. And that's what y'all do. So y'all come in here like this, riding this damn train, in which we on the other side. Y'all just jump your ass in here and just say anything. Y'all don't even try to participate. You don't even try to. We having a discussion, and you guys don't even try to come in and like say somebody. You could have said somebody stupid, and you know what I mean. And we'd at least been like had something to argue with you about. You could have said, "Oh yeah, I think Sean." If they said Sean had to go get a knockout, I think Sean would just go get it done. And then you could have had like an argument, but at least you would have been on top. When I say T-O-P, top, that means topic. You would have been on the same topic that we're on. And I missed that Don up there. Don said hooker. He said hookers. He got the dollar signs up. He said Ben know to hang out at training camps. Yeah. So the hooker be at the training camps, Don? Don stupid. Oh, wow. Don gave somebody a strike already. Not good if Don giving you strikes like that. Should put him on the train. Oh, see. Now, why you co-signing for somebody? You don't look good now. Man, somebody check out Michael Bean Dip and somebody check out the Mark. Because they sounded too suspect now. He said, I've seen Mark Wonderlick in other channels. He said, I don't think he's a troll, brother. So who you got out? Triple D. Joey. Y'all already know, man. Y'all already know, man. Y'all do what you want to. I'm gonna try to finish up a little bit today. But y'all go ahead and do what you want to. As far as I'm talking about my web watchers, y'all do what you want to. Y'all see what it is out there, man. I try to go. I'm trying to be like it's Monday. And I'm trying to be nice on the Monday and just not have to just go at people. But that's what my web watchers are for, man. They watch the web. But y'all don't get it, man. Why is his name Eagle and he got a web? Let me explain that to you. See, eagles have a nest, right? But when you have a nest is like home. And you don't get disturbances while you're at home. So a web is home for what? A spider. That's home. But he wants disturbances because that's how he gonna eat. So we took away the nest and we put a web. So a web will kind of deter your ass. Like, what is an eagle doing with a web? Because an eagle have a web too. His talons is his web. Okay? They're his talons. And so what happened is my web watchers have talons too. And they would talon your ass up. You see what I mean? So that's what that is. So the talons would talon your ass up. And I'm telling your ass the truth. Because you see it just happened. But y'all come in here like that. Just don't come in the eagle's web with that. Okay? Because y'all take away. Yeah. He said, web going to trap lunch. That's it. Trap your ass. That's what happened, man. You come in here, it's like they're making they're making themselves victims when they're making themselves victims when they don't even have to be a victim. Oh, that's a good topic, man. Let me add to it, or let me add to the discussion. No, I don't even want to add to the discussion. I'm gonna come in and disrupt and say, and I'm gonna ask about somebody else or something like that. And a lot of times, I think what it does though is they love it. They like to get smashed out. It's like, oh yeah, they be going, yeah, Eagles web, yeah. He got a small chat, but yeah, they be having fun up in there, and they they have good topics and stuff. But you can just go in there and mess with him and do this and that. And he gonna smash you, he gonna talk bad about you, and then his web finally gonna get you out of there, man. Sick shit. Who wants to get talked about? Huh? Who wants to get talked about? And they come in with names that they know I'm gonna cut up, right? You bring your ass in here when your name is Hooker. And then everybody in the web is gonna get on you. You come in here with your name Hooker, and everybody gonna tell you that they seen the only time they know hookers, the only hookers they know is out on Broadway, out on Main, around the corner, or here and there, outside the boxing ring, outside the boxing gym, or over here. You know you're gonna get clowned. But you bring that shit over here anyway, just so you can get smashed, man. That shit don't make no sense, man. That shit that's really just, it's not great. It's not just a good way to come in act. Just don't act that way in Eagle's web. And you will be able to make it in and out of Eagle's web. You'll make it up to the point where we say salute. And when I say peace, or whatever I say, or when I say goodbye to the chat, you'll still be in here. But no, you can't. You didn't want to do it like that. Okay? But try to work on things a little bit better. And they made me miss my last, my other welterweight that I want to talk about. No, this ain't a Bud chat. So we kind of kept Bud out of it today. Well, you guys brought up Bud, but I just wanted to bring up the ones that's just running their mouth though. But and then we still got Pac though. I don't trust Pacquiao no more. I'm sorry, man. Yeah. Pacquiao is about that bag grabbing right now. Y'all gonna see. If you don't know now, you're gonna find out. The Pacquiao's about that bag grabbing. Yeah. That's what he's about. And I even heard some BS about Broner. Gonna be Mayweather's supposed to come back and that's gonna be his fight. He's gonna fight Broner. I'm like, oh, come on now. But we're always gonna get stories. And then also I heard another side. So when we was talking about the heavyweights, when I heard this side here, and I don't know what you guys' opinion on, I heard that whole story about Wilder taking the step aside, I heard that was bullshit. But then again, today we get it on that's pretty credible source, right? The ESPN. That Wilder's thinking about taking that money. And we all need money. Maybe, and that might be, if that is true, and we don't know if it's true or not. But if it is true, I'm going to put it to you this way. If it is true, then this is what I see. I see the only reason that Wilder would do something like that is because under advice of a physician that he's saying the more time you have, uh, the better you're going to heal up. Something like that. Nobody thought about it like that, right? Because at first we wanted to just throw him like that. What you doing, Wilder? Oh, you supposed to be man up. You supposed to be blowing your chest out. You supposed to be like this. No, man. Ain't nobody getting my necks but me, brother. Me, I got the neck. Me. Don't nobody else get that. Cause I want to be able to do the way I want to be able to do to him what I do best. And that's get that K to the T to the F to the O, and y'all know what it is, man. The KTFO. Just like, man, he took the KTFO of the whole year. I mean, not the year. I'm giving him a break. No, man. He took the KTFO of the. Oh, Sir Flaming here. Don't worry, I ain't gonna put it up. I'm not gonna put it up. Yes, you say something. Okay, you still trust him? Okay. You just saved yourself, but you said you still trust him. But you know what I was about to put up. Everybody know. And if Gil was in here, Gil be hollering for it. Gil be like, no, put it up. Gil, everybody be hollering for it. But since Sir Flame's in here, I'm not gonna put it up. Since Sir Flame's in here, hey, you lucky, Sir Flame. I had it, man. I had it queued. I was just ready to run it. I was about to run that shit. He was like, I still trust Manny, so don't do it. Yeah, Manny was about to get ran up in Eagles Web again. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. What's that old bean dip assholes? Yeah. Yep. Yep. The Sir Flame back said, yep, send that crow to go. Yeah, that's right, the crow. Take some crow pie with you. That's right. Or some troll pie. We're going to have to do another one. We're going to have to get some troll pie. Yep. Yeah. And then Dada said, Pack. He said, Pack Bud, let's see it. That's right. Let's see it, baby. Whatever it's going to be, let's see it. Sir Flame said, I don't want to see Floyd Broner if AB don't let his hands go. Easy win for Floyd. There you go. But he will let his hands go against Floyd. Trust me on that one. If he did get the opportunity to give Floyd that's one of the fights that he would just definitely start letting him go. It'd be interesting if he let him go too, because I think he will. Probably on one of the only fights he finally will let him go. That's my prediction. I think he would finally let him go. I said, oh, you down with Bud and Pac? He said, let's see it. Nah. I want to see Bud and Ugas. That stays on my mind. I just want to see Bud and Ugas. That's it. I want to see that. I don't really want to see Pacquiao or anybody. I want to see Pacquiao just retire, hand the belt over. He's just holding the belt hostage anyway. Is he gonna beat two top fighters? Is he gonna beat two of them? I mean, he got by Keith, but is he gonna beat? It's not happening. Yeah, I'm sorry. Then I want AB versus Bud. I don't know if he let his hands go against Bud. He might. It might turn it. If he does, it'll be an interesting fight. If don't, Bud is going to outpoint him. It'll be kind of boring, but he's not going to knock Broner out. Yep. Don said, May Pack. He said, 2. Let's see it. You saying too much, Don. Yeah, but he crying, though. He's bullshitting. And then Sir Flame right back. He said, Pac-Man all day. And then D-Lo 404 to the boxing. I said, I know he wasn't going to make it. Hey, what was you doing? D-Lo sitting back. So D-Lo was just sitting back like counting. He's just at home shaking his head like, this dude is not going to last in Eagles Web boxing. He's just going like this. Like, nope. He said, somebody ain't going to be able to take it. And see, the thing, what y'all got to understand, when y'all come in here to troll and mess around in Eagles Web boxing, my web watchers, they shit is loaded. That wrench already loaded. I'm telling you, they antsy, they get itchy. They already like this the whole time you in here. They already like this. They already like that. You know, even if they listen to me, okay, let Eagle Web calm him down a little bit. At the same time, they just like this, man. They want to swing, and they can't stop moving. They like, damn, man, I can't take no more. That's it. That's what's going to happen. Sometimes they'll let me stretch your neck out, and then sometimes they just can't take it no more. They're like, nah, that's another one. So he done killed 30 minutes of our chat with that straight BS. See? And that's what happened. When you come in here and do that, that's what happened. And that's why D'Lo said he knew. D'Lo said he knew. He said, I knew that wasn't gonna last. He like, I knew it. He said, I knew it wasn't gonna last. He knew you wasn't gonna last up in here because he seen it coming. And matter of fact, if he said he knew it, that means that he was being nice. That means he was sitting back like, no, I could, because he probably was thinking to himself, I can smash your ass, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna sit back and see how long you last. And guess what? Your dumb ass didn't last that long. Yeah, can Mayweather stop AB? I don't think Mayweather can stop AB. They done sparred and stuff like that, but I don't think he can. I don't think he can stop AB. AB hard as hell to stop, man. AB got a little thick neck on him. He hard to stop, man. He ain't never even been down like for a count to where they just made it to 8 or nothing. You know, he ain't never. He been woozy. You know, he lost his equilibrium against Maidana, in which I think he was just messing around. Is which he could have fought Maidana better. He could have beat Maidana easy. But he's on that BS, and that's what he got. Messed around, got caught. When you're on that BS, that's what happened. Sir Flaming, they said, yeah. He said, yeah, you got a point at Eagles where he said AB probably will fight his best against Floyd. But I thought the same about AB versus Pac. And I don't even want, I'll tell you what. Let's all go back over that fight if we can. That's y'all's assignment. Let's go back over the AB Pac fight. And I want y'all to really pay attention to Manny's effectiveness in that fight. And I think you're going to be actually surprised. I done watched it a few times. You're going to be surprised because it's going to be things that you seen live. Then when you watch that replay, this is going to look completely different. And I'm gonna tell you, there was a guy that has a show, and he was fighting with so many people about AB and Pac in that fight, and he said he had AB winning, and I'm like, you crazy. But I went back and looked at it, and I'm just let y'all just look at it a couple times. Don't go in there thinking, oh, Pacquiao won this. Don't go in there saying Pacquiao won that. Just look at round per round. Just look at it, please. Just do that. Because you know me, I'm going to go back over stuff. I'll go back over a fight. You guys already know me. I'll go back over a fight just to make sure. Because I have to. Because I analyze that shit. And my web, they getting like that too. They getting more like, hey, let's see it. And they want to just, like, they really want to see. Like, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to just hear it. Because if you just talking, that's all you're doing. Yeah. Don Dada said, didn't Pac, he crying. He said, beat up a champ. Yeah. And then, yeah, D-Lo, I hear you. He said, no, ESPN boxing heads aren't as credible as it seems. No, of course, none of them are in the first place, because there's old media still. And, it's up to us to figure it out. And that's why we take the topic and we just bring it up here and we just discuss it. Because that could be a whole show right there. Matter of fact, because this was going to be a more fun show than what it ended up turning into being more serious. Because I was going to just roast fighters. Because right now but we kind of done that the other week or so, But we can always do it, and the reason we can do it is because you guys are on vacation right now, and you're talking a lot of shit, talking about fighters. Y'all doing a lot of talking, and you're on vacation. How y'all vacationing ass doing so much talking? Shut your ass up. Shut your ass up and sit down. You know what I mean? Bring your ass up in here and sit down too. You know what I mean? But it's true that these sources none of them we can believe because they're always saying something like, oh yeah, and people get all hyped up about everything. Any media. I'm telling you, any media, don't fall for this shit, man. Because even with this problem that we're going through right now, I showed y'all in black and white what the real deal is. And guess what? People still not going to believe that. Even though we didn't have tragedies, me too, had tragedies in the family, and they going to put that label on them. They going to put that COVID jacket on them. Come on, be careful. Just be careful. Because this stuff's been around. It ain't just all of a sudden just pop up from nowhere. You see what I mean? They're making it a bigger thing than what it is. Yep. Okay, y'all talking to each other. Dollar said, I know Flame. Yep. Yeah. But we would hope that would, you know what, see, out of all the fighters, like I wouldn't want to really see Earl with like if fighting Floyd. There's a lot of fighters I probably wouldn't want to see fight Floyd, but AB, that would be, for me, even though he's disappointing, and I know you say, oh damn Eagle, you give him one more chance. I'm like, it's not that I'm giving AB a chance. It's just that I just, for something, it's just something that I feel that AB would actually, go in there and just make something out of it. You know what I mean? I think AB would go in there and make something out of it. I know we all thought that with Pacquiao, but go back and check it out though. But I'm just saying that I think he would really want to make something out of it. That he's not gonna really like get in that shell as much. Because if you try to do that on Mayweather, Mayweather picks that kind of shit apart. If you're trying to just cover up. And even if it ain't nothing hard, Mayweather's going to jab into it, like, just hit you with little small stuff and get ready for you. He going to just keep that shit going at you fast, like what? Like he was doing with Canelo, when Canelo's old cinnamon bun ass was against the ropes. Mayweather's just like, he going to sit there and then threw an uppercut at him, like, just clacked, yeah. Just embarrassed the shit out of him. So, because he's a complete fighter, so he knows, okay, you gonna shell up? I'm gonna do this to you. And Earl, when you shell up on Earl just bangs your whole, Earl goes crazy when you just shell up. If you shell up against Earl, that would be when a fight didn't make a fight. AB against Earl. Because once you fold up against Earl, he gonna bang your body like a heavy bag. Anytime you same thing he did to Kell Brook. A lot of people, it's close. It was close. When I did that breakdown, didn't nobody think it was close, huh? Y'all remember when I did that breakdown on the Kell Brook and Earl Spence? Didn't nobody think it was close then, did they? Once I start showing you them shots and them, because them pictures don't lie. When y'all see them facial expressions and stuff and folding up, you fold up against Earl like that, he gonna just, I'm telling you, he gonna ruin your ribs and everything. He gonna pound your ass into ground meat. And just let the ref come get you. Like the ref gonna be like, nah, man, you sound like ground meat right now. He said, look, you hear how this sounds solid? He said, you don't sound solid like that, man. You sound like sponges, like you got sponges on the inside. Earl done cracked all your shit up. You see? Oh wow, Don over here, see, Don messing with y'all. Don said, what was the better fight? He said AVB versus Pac or Keith versus Manny. Oh wow, he getting on, cause you clowning Gil, cause Gil probably playing PlayStation or something. All right, don't let Gil gonna get you. Get him as much as you can, Don. I don't care. Get him as much as you can, cause if he goes back to the replay, he gonna see you. He gonna get you. Gil gonna come back and get you. One time was Sir Flame said one time was, but AB was closer. AB was definitely close. Definitely close. Y'all gotta look it up. I'm telling y'all, man, check it out, man. I'm telling you. Manny have 62 wins. He said, weigh that shit out. That's at the Don to the dollar. How many times has Manny's ass been knocked out? Sir Flame said Earl is great. When they shell up, he picks his shots, head, body. Not there you go, Sir Flame, non-stop. So that's one thing, you can't get hurt against Earl. If you get hurt against Earl and you start folding up, Earl gonna uppercut your ass. He gonna hit the body. He's just gonna, I'm telling you, you're gonna be macerated. You're gonna get macerated. He's gonna just knock the juices out of your ass. Believe me, when you mess up on Earl like that. But y'all know what it is, man. Let's get up out of here, man. We've been in here too long, man. Y'all, and I'm glad y'all stayed, most of y'all. But, yeah, it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all. Y'all came in and, smashed out the trolls and stuff. And that's what we have to do sometimes. Sometimes we got to smash out the trolls. Hey, let me show y'all, man, that y'all missed it, man. I always talk about Alcatraz 1. Let me put Alcatraz 1 up there for y'all. Yeah, Eagles Web coming up tomorrow. Yeah, that's Alcatraz 1 right there. That's my big boy right there. He fast too. Yeah, that's my big boy. That's the Indian. That's the native truck right there. That's the Indians. The Indians see that one coming. They say, oh, he come Alcatraz. They know. They know Big Chief. They know who up in there once they see that coming. And you see him. He's not little. And he's off in the distance a little bit. You know, he up in the driveway, but you see him out there, right? But that's what it is, man. But we're going to get back to it, man. We're going to do this again, man. Wednesday, we'll get back in and we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that Coke Crack King a little bit, man. We'll talk about some other stuff. And we'll get back. And probably we can even talk a little bit more about this. But before then, there might be some more news. Somebody else will be, you know, talking dirty or saying something shady to where we got to put them in check up here in Eagles Web. But in here, anybody, even me, the host, anybody come up in here can get neck, and we already know that, man. But my shout out to all the real people I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Nothing but blessings. I'm gonna catch y'all, man.